Hey, and next lesson, and before we start the lesson, I want you to imagine that you have to go and live for a year in a foreign city. I want you to imagine that you have to go and live for a year in a foreign city. And as usual, you repeat my sentence, so I know that you understand it. As usual, understand, repeat, answer. You understand my sentence? Okay, if you understand it, then repeat it. Imagine that you have to go and live. You have to go and live for a year in a foreign city. Okay, choose two cities and tell me. Two cities. Okay, St. Petersburg and two cities. Okay, now tell me why. Okay, now I give you a list of the cities: Rio de Janeiro, Milan, Barcelona, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Sydney. Choose from these cities. Okay, and tell me the countries. What countries are they? So Rio de Janeiro is what country? It is in Brazil, right? Milan, Italy, Barcelona, Spain, Tokyo, Los Angeles, and Sydney. So now you imagine that you are going to live in one of these cities. Understand? One of these cities. So you mark them E or D. Mark them E or D. E, easy for me to live in. D, difficult for me to live in. Understand? Okay, now tell me. Which cities or which city, it can be one city, easy for me to live in, and D, difficult for me to live in. To live in. Okay, choose and tell me. Rio de Janeiro, Milan, Barcelona, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Sydney. Okay, all of them are difficult to live for you. Maybe Los Angeles and Sydney is easier because they speak English there. And maybe Rio de Janeiro, you need Portuguese, Spanish in Milan, Italian in Milan, Spanish in Barcelona. That's why maybe language, that's what is difficult. Language barrier. Okay. And now let's read the article. Let's discuss it. And then later, I want to ask you a question. You tell me, no, not later, now. You tell me, where are the three people living? Where are the three people living? So from these cities, you have to choose which city they are living in. Okay. The inside story. The inside story. 3 people who live abroad talk about their new countries. 3 people who live abroad talk about their new countries. 3 people who live abroad talk about their new countries. First one, first person, Nuria. Nuria from Spain lives in and after we read her report or her story, you tell me where is she living. Driving. She talks about driving, social life and people. Driving. I was surprised. People drive pretty slowly. I was surprised. People drive pretty slowly. People use their cars for everything. People use their cars for everything. You never see people walking on the street. You never see people walking on the street. You never see people walking on the street. Social life. People don't go out during the week. People don't go out during the week because they work very hard. It's normal to work 12 hours a day. It's normal to work 12 hours a day. And people usually only have 1 or 2 weeks vacation. And people usually only have 1 or 2 weeks vacation. And people usually only have 1 or 2 weeks vacation. And people usually only have 1 or 2 weeks vacation. You need to catch stress word first. Stress word, noun, subject, or verb, object. Work is the most important thing here. Work is the most important thing here. More important than family and social life. More important than family and social life. People are really nice here. People are really nice here. It's easy to talk to them. It's easy to talk to them. And in stores, the salespeople are very helpful. And in stores, the salespeople are very helpful. And in stores, the salespeople are very helpful. They always say, "Have a good day." Okay, that's her story. So, what do you think? Nuria from Spain lives in... Where does she live? Can be Rio de Janeiro, Milan, Tokyo, Barcelona, Los Angeles, Sydney. So, work is very important. Only money. More important than family. No, cannot be Milan, because in Italy they have a very big families. Yes, it's Los Angeles, it's America. America, America, only money, blah, blah, blah. All people smiling and saying, have a good day. Understand, right? Next person, Monica. Monica from Argentina lives in, and you tell me later, right? Safety. She wants to talk about safety, driving, and people. Safety. Safety when you're safe, no dangerous. Safety. There is almost no crime here. There is almost no crime here. There is almost no crime here. You can walk safely in the city late at night. You can walk safely in the city late at night. You can walk safely in the city late at night. And you can leave things in your car. And you can leave things in your car. And you can leave things in your car. And nobody steals them. And nobody steals them. Driving. People drive carefully. But the big problem is that people drive carefully, but the big problem is that there aren't any street names. There aren't any street names. It's impossible to find where you want to go. It's impossible to find where you want to go. It's impossible to find where you want to go. Even taxi drivers don't know. Even taxi drivers don't know. Also, traffic lights are horizontal. Also, traffic lights are horizontal and they are difficult to see. And they are difficult to see. People. They are shy and polite. They are shy and polite and they speak very quietly. And they speak very quietly. But when they go out, some of them change completely. But when they go out, some of them change completely. Last Friday night, I went out with people from work. I went out with people from work. I went out with people from work and we ended up at a karaoke bar. And we ended up at a karaoke bar. My boss is usually quite serious. My boss is usually quite serious. But he sang. But he sang. What is sang? But he sang my way very loudly and badly. My way is the name of the song. Very loudly and badly. So, Monica from Argentina, where does she live? She lives in Tokyo. That's right. Very good. And last person, Kevin. Kevin from the US lives in... Later you tell me. He wants to talk about clothes, food, and driving. Clothes, food, and driving. Clothes. Appearance is very important. Appearance is very important. Everybody dresses well. Everybody dresses well, but especially the men. But especially the men. They are very elegant. They are very elegant and wear very stylish clothes. And wear very stylish clothes. It is easy to see. It is easy to see who the American people are here. It is easy to see who the American people are here. It is easy to see who the American people are here. Food. They love food here. They love food here, and it is fantastic. But times are changing. But times are changing. Today, many people under 35 can't cook. Today, many people under 35 can't cook. Under 35. What does it mean under 35? Before 35, right? Today many people under 35 can't cook. Supermarkets are now full of food. Supermarkets are now full of food which you can put in the microwave. Which you can put in the microwave. Which you can put. When I first came to live here, there weren't any McDonald's. There weren't any McDonald's, but now they are everywhere. But now they are everywhere. Driving. People here are in love with their cars. People here are in love with their cars. People here are in love with their cars, and they drive very fast. And they drive very fast. Even the nicest people Even the nicest people become more aggressive when they drive. Aggressive. What is aggressive? Like, ooh, aggressive. Even nicest people become more aggressive when they drive. When they drive. Okay, that's a story. We got 3 different people. Now you tell me, okay, where does Kevin live again? Yes, Kevin lives in Milan. Yeah, that's why appearance is very important. Okay, now tell me any information that you remember about each city. For example, what can you tell me about Los Angeles? What do you remember in Los Angeles? What is interesting here? What is interesting there? Did anything surprise you? Yes, people work very hard. Okay. What else? Work is more important than job is more important than family. That's salespeople are helpful. Yes, that's right. Bless Los Angeles. What about driving? People drive pretty slowly in Los Angeles because law everywhere. If you drive fast, $300. Okay, what about Tokyo? Did anything surprise you? Speak quietly, right? Polite and quiet. Crowded, okay. About nightclubs. Okay. What about Milan? Milan. Good food in Milan. Okay, they're very stylish. Appearance is very important. Cars drive very fast. Okay, where do you want to go? From these cities. From these 3 cities. Milan. Okay, that's right. Very good. Hey, we got the story, 1,000 words.